Welcome everyone to today's enlightening discussion on how to unlock abundance and prosperity through a beautiful and meaningful ritual involving two simple yet powerful ingredients, honey and rice. You might be wondering, how can something so basic as these everyday items hold the key to greater wealth, well-being, and spiritual fulfillment? Well, today we're going to explore this deeply rooted practice, often associated with Buddhist traditions, and reveal how you too can harness its potential to bring abundance into your life. Before we dive into the details of the ritual and its significance, let me invite you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We regularly explore ancient rituals, spiritual practices, and lifestyle tips that can enhance your physical and emotional well-being. If you want to stay updated on our upcoming videos, packed with valuable insights, make sure to hit the notification bell as well. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on what's coming next. Stay with us until the end, because I'll be sharing some personal tips and modifications that will make this ritual even more impactful for you. Now, let's talk about why this ritual is performed on October 20th. In many Buddhist traditions, this is a particularly auspicious day, known for being a time of reflection, renewal, and gratitude. It is believed that certain cosmic energies align on this day, making it an ideal moment for setting intentions and practicing rituals that invite prosperity and balance into our lives. Although the date may vary based on local traditions or lunar calendars, the essence of this practice remains universal. It is about attracting abundance, not just materially, but also spiritually and emotionally. At its core, this ritual revolves around a mixing of honey and rice, two staples that have deep symbolic meanings across different cultures, but particularly in Buddhist philosophy. Honey, with its natural sweetness, symbolizes the abundance and richness of life, while its healing properties remind us of the health and vitality we aim to sustain. Honey is also a symbol of harmony, as it represents nature's collaboration, the bee's tireless work in creating something so nourishing. Rice, on the other hand, has always been regarded as a symbol of sustenance and prosperity. Across Asia, offering rice to deities or during religious ceremonies is considered an act of sharing one's bounty and praying for future wealth. Together, honey and rice form a potent combination that signifies the harmonious flow of both material wealth and spiritual abundance. In performing this ritual on October 20th, you are not only aligning yourself with ancient wisdom, but also actively creating a space for abundance to manifest in your own life. The act of mixing honey and rice symbolizes the blending of sweetness and sustenance, of spiritual wealth and material prosperity. And when performed with mindfulness and genuine intention, it is said to open doors for blessings in all areas of life, from career success to emotional peace and health. But don't just take my word for it. Stay tuned, because later in the video, I'll guide you step by step on how to perform this ritual in the comfort of your own home, including what you need to prepare and how to set the right intentions. I'll also share a few modifications you can make depending on your personal beliefs or circumstances, so that you can truly make this practice your own. We'll also take a look at the science behind rituals, why they help us focus, how they influence our mindset, and how they can shift our energy to invite positive changes into our lives. By the end of this video, you not only have a deeper understanding of this beautiful practice, but you also feel empowered to integrate it into your own life as a way to manifest abundance. So once again, if you're enjoying this content so far, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. It helps us grow and allows us to continue bringing you valuable content like this. Stick around till the end. You won't want to miss the practical tips and personal insights that will make this experience even more enriching for you. Now, let's get into the ritual itself. In many cultures and religious practices, certain elements are carefully chosen for rituals because of their deep symbolic meanings. Honey and rice, Two natural ingredients hold profound spiritual significance, particularly in Buddhist ceremonies and other cultural traditions. Their symbolism goes far beyond their physical properties, touching on themes of abundance, prosperity, health, and fortune. This section will explore why honey and rice are specifically chosen for rituals, focusing on their symbolic meanings and their roles in fostering material and spiritual well-being. The symbolism of honey in rituals. Honey, with its rich golden hue and sweet flavor, has long been considered a symbol of sweetness, nature's bounty, and robust health. In many cultures, honey is not merely regarded as food, but as a sacred substance. Its connection to nature, combined with its ability to endure without spoiling, has elevated honey to the status of a divine gift. It is often seen as a representation of prosperity, divine favor, and luck. Honey as a gift from nature. Honey is produced by bees, creatures that are often viewed as symbols of diligence, cooperation, and hard work. Because bees work together in harmony to create honey, the product is seen as a result of unity, patience, and the bountiful rewards that come from collective effort. In rituals, honey often represents the sweet results of hard work and the natural abundance that comes when humans live in harmony with the earth. It serves as a reminder of the importance of living in balance with nature, acknowledging that prosperity comes when humans respect and cooperate with the natural world. The sweetness of life and the symbol of good fortune, honey's sweetness makes it an ideal metaphor for the desirable and pleasurable aspects of life. In many spiritual contexts, it is offered in rituals as a prayer or wish for sweetness in life, whether in the form of good fortune, happiness, or success. Its golden color is often associated with wealth and opulence, enhancing its role as a symbol of material and spiritual richness. By offering honey in a ritual, practitioners are essentially inviting the universe to bring sweetness and fortune into their lives, much like honey sweetens food. Healing properties and positive energy. Beyond its symbolic sweetness, honey is also revered for its healing properties. Historically, it has been used in medicine for its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory qualities, which contribute to the idea of honey as a source of health and vitality. In religious contexts, honey is sometimes applied or consumed to bring about physical healing, but more commonly, it is used in rituals to promote spiritual and emotional healing. Its energy is believed to cleanse and purify, bringing balance and well-being to those who use it in sacred practices. The presence of honey in rituals can symbolize the intention to heal, protect, and nurture both body and spirit, offering participants a form of spiritual renewal. A sacred offering across cultures, honey's use in rituals is not limited to a single culture or religion. For example, in ancient Egyptian practices, honey was offered to the gods as a symbol of fertility and renewal. In Hinduism, honey plays a role in many religious ceremonies, often symbolizing the sweetness of life and the pursuit of spiritual knowledge. Similarly, in Buddhism, honey may be used as an offering to represent gratitude and the sweetness of enlightenment. This universality highlights honey's broad appeal as a symbol of wealth, health, and divine favor, making it a fitting choice in rituals and at invoking prosperity and well-being. The symbolism of rice in rituals. Rice, much like honey, holds a special place in rituals due to its association with abundance, sustenance, and prosperity. As a staple food for many cultures around the world, rice represents the very foundation of life and survival. Its presence in religious and spiritual ceremonies underscores its role as a symbol of material sufficiency and spiritual wealth. Rice as a staple food and a symbol of sustenance. Rice is the primary food source for billions of people across Asia, Africa, and parts of Latin America. Because of its central role in daily sustenance, rice has come to symbolize abundance and nourishment. In many societies, offering rice in a ritual is seen as a prayer for continued prosperity and the ability to provide for one's family. It is also a symbol of the earth's fertility, representing the successful harvests that sustain communities. In rituals, rice is often given to the gods or spirits as an acknowledgement of the earth's abundance and a request for continued support in feeding and sustaining life. Rice as a symbol of prosperity and blessings. Rice is often used in rituals to symbolize wealth, both material and spiritual. Just as rice nourishes the body, its symbolic value is believed to nourish the soul, providing spiritual fulfillment. In many Asian cultures, throwing rice at weddings or including rice in offerings is a way of invoking blessings of fertility, success, and financial stability. By using rice in rituals, participants are asking for an abundance of resources and the blessings needed to lead a prosperous and successful life. Rice in religious ceremonies. In various religious traditions, rice is a common element in ceremonies and offerings. In Hinduism, for example, rice is often included in rituals as a symbol of purity, abundance, and the continuity of life. It is also used in marriage ceremonies, where it is thrown as a blessing for fertility and prosperity. Similarly, in Buddhist rituals, rice may be offered as a gesture of gratitude and as a request for blessings from the spiritual realm. Its use in these ceremonies underscores rice's deep connection to life, fertility, and the cycles of nature, making it an important symbol in rituals and at promoting well-being and success. Rice as a universal symbol of fertility and growth. The process of growing and harvesting rice mirrors the cycles of birth, growth, and renewal that are central to many spiritual beliefs. As rice plants grow from small grains into abundant crops, they embody the principle of fertility and the flourishing of life. In rituals, rice can symbolize not only the hope for material prosperity, but also the desire for personal and spiritual growth. It represents the idea that with patience, effort, and care, both individuals and communities can grow and prosper, much like the rice plants that feed them. The combination of honey and rice in rituals. When honey and rice are combined in rituals, they create a powerful symbol of abundance, prosperity, and sweetness in life. Together, they represent the balance between sustenance and sweetness, between material wealth and spiritual well-being. In many religious practices, the combination of honey and rice is believed to attract both physical and spiritual prosperity, providing participants with the blessings they need to live fulfilling and balanced lives. Material prosperity. Honey and rice together serve as a representation of material abundance. Rice provides the foundation of sustenance, while honey adds the sweetness of fortune and success. In rituals focused on invoking prosperity, this combination is believed to draw wealth and resources into the lives of those who participate. Spiritual well-being. In addition to their material symbolism, honey and rice also represent spiritual well-being. Honey's sweetness is linked to the joy and happiness that come from living a life of purpose, while rice symbolizes the groundedness and security that comes from spiritual practice. In combination, they foster a sense of peace, contentment, and gratitude. A special day in Buddhism or related cultural practices. Buddhism places significant importance on specific dates, many of which are connected to lunar calendars and astronomical events. October 20th, while not universally recognized as a major Buddhist holiday, may hold special meaning in certain regional or sectarian traditions. This could be linked to the broader context of blessing rituals or prosperity prayers performed on this day. The practice of offering honey and rice during such rituals can be seen as a symbolic plea for wealth, health, and overall well-being. In Buddhist rituals, the offering of food and natural substances, such as honey and rice, is often a key component of ceremonies intended to bring good fortune. These elements are symbolic gifts to the divine, intended to express gratitude and cultivate merit, poli, pana, which is central to Buddhist teachings on karma and the cycle of rebirth. Honey, as a natural and precious substance, signifies the sweetness of life and the purity of one's intentions. Rice, a staple in many cultures, represents sustenance, fertility, and abundance. When combined in a ritual, these two elements together can act as powerful metaphors for spiritual and material prosperity. October 20th could coincide with a seasonal festival or a culturally significant period related to harvest, which in many traditions is a time for giving thanks and invoking blessings. In some regions, particularly in Southeast Asia, this time of year falls around the end of the rainy season, a critical agricultural period. Thus, rituals on this day may serve as expressions of gratitude for a successful harvest and prayers for future abundance. Such ceremonies often have historical roots, with local communities marking key dates to honor their ancestors or the natural world that sustains them. Moreover, the selection of October 20th may also relate to historical or traditional events that have imbued the date with spiritual significance over time. In various cultures, especially those with ties to Buddhism, specific dates are remembered for the birth, enlightenment, or passing of important figures, such as saints or monks, which may enhance the sanctity of a particular day. These cultural memories often become embedded in the ritual calendar, marking certain days as particularly potent for spiritual activities. The importance of time in rituals. The timing of religious and spiritual rituals is a factor that carries profound importance in many traditions, and Buddhism is no exception. Certain days, as indicated by the lunar calendar, are believed to be imbued with special energies, making them ideal for performing religious practices that aim to maximize their spiritual or material effectiveness. The connection between cosmic energies and human endeavors is a common theme across spiritual traditions, with the belief that the position of celestial bodies can influence the success of rituals. In Buddhist practices, this belief often manifests in the observation of Uposatha days, which are determined by the phases of the moon and are considered particularly auspicious for engaging in meditation, offering alms, and performing various religious ceremonies. These lunar phases are thought to align with moments of heightened spiritual clarity and receptivity, making them optimal for deepening one's practice and seeking blessings. If October 20th falls near one of these significant lunar phases, it would further explain its ritual importance. Rituals performed on these special days are believed to have amplified effects, allowing participants to better attune themselves to the universal energies at play. The belief in the power of time to influence the outcome of spiritual practices is not limited to Buddhism. It is a common feature in many religious systems where specific dates, astrological alignments, are deemed crucial for the success of ceremonies. In this context, October 20th could be seen as a gateway through which participants can more effectively communicate their wishes to the divine or tap into the spiritual abundance of the universe. Maximizing the efficacy of rituals. When rituals are performed on dates like October 20th, their efficacy is often seen as maximized due to the confluence of spiritual, cosmic, and temporal factors. Participants in the honey and rice ritual may believe that by aligning their actions with the energies present on this day, they can open themselves up to greater blessings and ensure the success of their spiritual petitions. This belief in the optimal timing of rituals is not merely a matter of superstition, but is rooted in centuries of religious practice and observation. In Buddhist cosmology, Certain times of the year are considered more favorable for particular types of spiritual work, much like how certain seasons are better for planting and harvesting crops. The ritualization of time reflects a deep understanding of the cyclical nature of life in the universe, with key moments offering opportunities for growth, renewal, and transformation. Moreover, the act of participating in a ritual on a sacred day like October 20th is also a way of connecting oneself to the broader community and the natural world. These collective rituals, performed in sync with the cycles of the earth and the heavens, create a powerful sense of unity between individuals and the cosmos. The spiritual energy generated during such ceremonies is believed to be shared among all participants, amplifying the benefits for everyone involved. In addition to maximizing the spiritual efficacy of the ritual, participating on a special day also serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. The symbolic acts of offering honey and rice are performed not only for personal gain, but as a way of reaffirming one's place in the natural and spiritual order. In doing so, individuals cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and humility, recognizing that their well-being is tied to the generosity of the universe and the actions of those around them. The ritual process, mixing honey and rice. The process of the ritual itself is simple yet meaningful. The core act of this ceremony involves pouring honey over rice and then mixing the two together. Though straightforward, this physical act is accompanied by important spiritual elements, such as reciting prayers, chanting mantras, or silently offering personal intentions. Each stage of the ritual is performed with mindfulness and reverence, as the gestures are imbued with significance beyond the mere physical combination of ingredients. Step 1. Preparing the ingredients. Before the ritual begins, the ingredients, honey and rice, are carefully prepared. Honey is considered a precious substance, often representing sweetness, healing, and nourishment. Rice, as a staple food in many cultures, symbolizes sustenance, abundance, and life itself. Both ingredients are chosen for their deep symbolic meanings, which enhance the power of the ritual. The quality of the honey and rice used is also important, as participants often believe that purer ingredients lead to more potent results. Step 2. Pouring the honey over the rice. The actual act of pouring honey over rice is performed slowly and deliberately. This step is often accompanied by the recitation of prayers or mantras. These prayers might invoke deities or spiritual forces, asking for blessings of health, wealth, and spiritual enlightenment. In some traditions, participants may repeat specific chants that align with Buddhist principles of mindfulness, compassion, and interconnectedness. The pouring of honey symbolizes the sweet potential that life offers, and by covering the rice, it merges this sweetness with the fundamental necessities of life, represented by the grain. Step 3. Mixing the honey and rice together. After the honey has been poured, the next step involves mixing the two ingredients thoroughly. This act represents the integration of spiritual and material abundance. Just as honey and rice combine to form a unified mixture, the ritualist's desires for spiritual and material prosperity come together in harmony. During this stage, participants often continue to focus on their intentions, asking for prosperity, good health, or spiritual peace. Step 4. Offering the mixture, optional. In some variations of the ritual, the mixed honey and rice may be offered to a deity, a spiritual figure, or even to nature itself, symbolizing gratitude and the release of one's intentions into the universe. The offering represents the understanding that abundance, both spiritual and material, flows from and returns to the cosmos. It is an act of trust, acknowledging that participants are part of a larger cycle of give and take. Each of these steps is carried out with a sense of mindfulness, where the physical action is mirrored by the internal state of the practitioner. The deliberate and slow mixing of honey and rice creates a meditative atmosphere, inviting those involved to focus on their intentions, their connection to the divine, and their gratitude for life's gifts. Spiritual and psychological significance. The ritual of mixing honey and rice holds profound spiritual and psychological significance. Its symbolic power lies in the merging of two essential elements: honey, which represents sweetness and healing, and rice, a symbol of abundance and sustenance. This combination serves as a metaphor for the human desire to balance material prosperity with spiritual well-being. Engaging in this ritual allows participants to foster a sense of peace and contentment, both mentally and spiritually. Attracting a material prosperity. One of the primary intentions behind this ritual is to attract material abundance. In many cultures, rice is a symbol of wealth and fertility, as it has sustained generations as a primary food source. By mixing rice with honey, which adds a layer of sweetness and richness, participants metaphorically seek to enhance their material prosperity. Honey, known for its healing properties, brings the additional element of good health, suggesting that true prosperity encompasses both financial security and physical well-being. The ritual acknowledges that wealth is not merely about accumulating possessions, but about achieving a state of balance and sufficiency where one's basic needs are met and life is filled with sweetness and joy. The act of blending the honey and rice serves as a prayer or petition to the universe for these qualities to manifest in the participant's life, fostering inner peace and gratitude. Beyond its material implications, the honey and rice ritual serves as a powerful tool for fostering inner peace and gratitude. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of mindfulness and the cultivation of gratitude are central to achieving spiritual fulfillment. The act of preparing and mixing these sacred ingredients is a form of mindfulness in action, where participants are encouraged to stay present in the moment and reflect on the abundance they already have in their lives. By focusing on the act of mixing honey and rice, participants engage in a symbolic exercise that reinforces their connection to the present moment. This focus on the now helps to quiet the mind, reduce stress, and create a space for gratitude to flourish. The sweetness of the honey represents the ability to appreciate the small joys of life, while the rice signifies the foundational aspects of existence that provide stability and security. Creating a sense of connection. Spiritually, the ritual represents a deep connection between the individual and the cosmos. Honey, as a product of nature, and rice, as a cultivated food source, are both gifts of the earth. By using these elements in a ritual, participants acknowledge their reliance on the natural world and express gratitude for the earth's bounty. This act of recognition fosters a deeper sense of interconnectedness with the world around them. In a psychological sense, this connection can create a sense of unity and belonging, which is essential for mental well-being. Many participants report feeling a heightened sense of community and spiritual connection after performing such rituals, as they are reminded of the cycles of nature and the interconnectedness of all life forms. This realization can lead to a profound sense of peace, as participants see themselves as part of a larger, harmonious whole, symbolizing the balance between spiritual and material worlds. The mixing of honey and rice in this ritual serves as a symbolic representation of the balance between the material and spiritual worlds. Just as these two substances come together to create a harmonious mixture, participants seek to balance their material desires with their spiritual needs. In Buddhist philosophy, this balance is essential for achieving true happiness and enlightenment. The honey represents the sweetness and richness of life's material gifts, while the rice provides the sustenance and spiritual grounding necessary for long-term well-being. This balance is not just theoretical, it is a practice. By performing the ritual, participants are reminded of the importance of moderation and balance in all areas of life. They learn to appreciate the material comforts they have, while also nurturing their spiritual health. In this way, the ritual becomes both a prayer for abundance and a meditation on the importance of balance in life. Results and impact of the ritual. The ritual of mixing honey and rice is deeply rooted in symbolic traditions that aim to bring both material and spiritual prosperity. By participating in this ceremony, individuals seek to harness the power of these natural elements to improve their fortunes in daily life while fostering a greater sense of peace and connection to the universe. The dual nature of this ritual, focusing on both the material and spiritual realms, makes it a comprehensive practice for those seeking to enhance their well-being. The outcomes can be understood in two main categories: material prosperity and spiritual prosperity. Material prosperity. One of the primary objectives of the honey and rice ritual is to attract material wealth and abundance. This goal is symbolized through the ingredients themselves, honey and rice, which are rich in symbolic meaning in many cultures. Honey, with its association with sweetness and richness, represents the desire for a life filled with success and prosperity. Rice, as a staple food that sustains life, symbolizes the essentials of material well-being, such as food, shelter, and financial stability. Together, these elements create a powerful metaphor for abundance, with the ritual functioning as a prayer or invocation for financial growth and security. Attracting wealth and prosperity. In many cultures, the combination of honey and rice is believed to act as a magnet for wealth. Honey is considered a rare and valuable substance, often viewed as a gift from nature or the divine. When used in rituals, it is thought to carry the ability to attract wealth, fortune, and success. Rice, similarly, is seen as a symbol of fertility and abundance. It has been central to the livelihood of people for centuries, making it an appropriate metaphor for the fulfillment of basic needs and the assurance of continued growth and prosperity. By mixing these two elements together, participants are symbolically uniting their desires for a stable and abundant life. The act of combining honey and rice during the ritual represents the blending of material richness, honey, with the sustenance required for life, rice. This symbolism serves as a request to the universe or the divine for both wealth and security in their daily lives. The physical mixing of these ingredients can be seen as a manifestation of the participants' intentions, bringing together the elements of prosperity in the hopes that they will combine and manifest in their lives. Enhancing financial stability. In addition to attracting wealth, the honey and rice ritual also serves as a symbolic act of ensuring financial stability. By invoking prosperity through the use of rice, participants are calling for continuous sustenance and stability in their lives. Rice, as a symbol of everyday nourishment, represents the foundation upon which wealth can be built. Without the essential resources necessary to survive, true wealth cannot be achieved. Therefore, this ritual is not merely about becoming rich, but also about ensuring that one's basic needs are consistently met. The honey, with its long-standing associations with sweetness and richness, complements the symbolism of rice by adding the notion of luxury or added abundance. It signifies not only having enough to survive, but also having enough to enjoy life's pleasures and comforts. Together, these two elements reflect a holistic view of wealth, where financial stability is paired with the freedom to enjoy the fruits of one's labor. Participants in the ritual are, in essence, asking for both a stable income and the ability to enjoy the richness that life can offer. Generosity and shared abundance. Another aspect of material prosperity in the honey and rice ritual is the concept of shared wealth. In many cultures, rituals of prosperity are not solely focused on individual gain, but also on communal well-being. The abundance that one seeks is often hoped to be shared among family members or the wider community. The mixing of honey and rice can thus be seen as a way to foster not only personal wealth but also prosperity that extends to loved ones and the community. This idea of shared abundance is important in many spiritual traditions, particularly in Buddhist teachings, where generosity is seen as a path to spiritual growth. By seeking prosperity through the honey and rice ritual, participants are also expressing a desire to share their good fortune with others. This can enhance the ritual's impact as it aligns with the principle that, by giving, one also receives. The generosity embedded in the ritual can help strengthen familial and community bonds, fostering an environment of mutual support and shared prosperity. Spiritual prosperity. While material wealth is an important outcome of the honey and rice ritual, the ceremony is equally focused on the cultivation of spiritual prosperity. For many participants, the act of performing the ritual is as much about finding inner peace and spiritual balance as it is about attracting financial success. The honey and rice serve not only as symbols of material abundance, but also as tools for fostering gratitude, mindfulness, and connection to the greater universe. Fostering gratitude and contentment. One of the key spiritual benefits of this ritual is its ability to cultivate a sense of gratitude. In Buddhist teachings, the practice of gratitude is considered essential to achieving spiritual enlightenment and inner peace. Through the ritual, participants are encouraged to reflect on the abundance they already have in their lives, whether it is material wealth, health, relationships, or opportunities. This mindfulness of gratitude helps to shift the focus from what is lacking to what is already present, creating a deeper sense of contentment. The act of mixing honey and rice, when done with mindful intention, serves as a meditative practice. Each step of the ritual allows participants to slow down and become present in the moment, focusing on the symbolic meanings of the ingredients and their own personal desires. This mindfulness can lead to a greater sense of inner calm, as participants are reminded of the simple pleasures and necessities that sustain their lives. In this way, the ritual is not only about attracting more, but also about appreciating what is already there. Deepening connection with the universe. The spiritual prosperity sought through this ritual also involves fostering a deeper connection with the universe or the divine. In many spiritual traditions, rituals are seen as opportunities to align oneself with the natural forces of the universe. By participating in the honey and rice ritual, individuals are expressing their desire to harmonize with the greater energies that govern life. The natural elements used in the ritual, honey, a gift from bees and nature, and rice, a product of the earth's abundance, serve as tangible connections to the natural world. Through this connection, participants may experience a heightened sense of belonging and unity with the cosmos. The ritual offers a moment of reflection on the interconnectedness of all things, reminding participants that their material and spiritual well-being is tied to the larger forces at play in the universe. This sense of connection can bring about feelings of peace and spiritual fulfillment as individuals realize that they are part of a larger, harmonious system. Achieving inner peace and happiness. Ultimately, the spiritual prosperity that comes from the honey and rice ritual is about achieving inner peace and happiness. By focusing on both material and spiritual goals, participants can find balance in their lives. The ritual encourages them to seek not only financial success, but also emotional and spiritual fulfillment. The mindfulness, gratitude, and connection fostered through the ceremony contribute to a sense of inner tranquility, allowing participants to experience deeper happiness and satisfaction. As participants engage in the ritual, they are encouraged to let go of attachments to material possessions and focus on their internal states. This act of releasing material concerns can bring about a sense of freedom and peace, as individuals come to understand that true happiness comes from within. The combination of honey and rice in the ritual serves as a reminder that wealth is not only about external success, but also about internal contentment. Thank you for taking the time to explore the profound meanings behind the honey and rice ritual with us. We hope this deep dive has inspired you to appreciate the balance between material and spiritual prosperity, and to consider how rituals like this can bring more abundance and peace into your life. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on our future videos. We have many more exciting topics on spirituality, prosperity, and mindful living coming up, so stay tuned and join us on this journey of growth and discovery.